Bible, that's the truth, yeah. Sit back and watch, I pay my dues, yeah. Ain't what you say, it's what you do, yeah. One hand on the wheel on the freeway. Ain't nobody promised me it would be easy. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, friends turn suckers, guess they never was my friend. I just move with time and always show you in the end. The words were sent to kill me, man, but they ain't even been. Said you never leave, where you at, where you been. Oh, I never make no moves out desperation. Come from a different cloth, you fabricating. Play no disrespect, I just can't take it. Gotta cut you off if you complacent. Told you it's a struggle, y'all gon' turn me to a savage. I can't let you faze me, I got dreams of living lavish. Me and wifey chillin', eating steak and Calabasas. Anything she wants, she can put it in the basket. Yeah, ain't no way it's getting colder. Cutting people off, I thought I'd see him grow older. It is what it is, I can't let it take me over. One hand stabbed me in the back, the other hand was on my shoulder. Oh, lately I feel like I can't lose, yeah. Hand on the Bible, that's the truth, yeah. Sit back and watch, I pay my dues, yeah. Ain't what you say, it's what you do, yeah. One hand on the wheel on the freeway. Ain't nobody promised me it would be easy, yeah. Look, moving through them boulders, I just had to hold up. Ain't had no McDonald's money, we was eating cold cuts. Lies from my father, still waiting on the show up. Moved on from some exes, I'll be good without the closure. Booker Town, baby, I was raised different. Try to stop us if you want, but it won't make a difference. Look, said you never switch, you acting way different. It don't make you a man because your age difference. Yeah, I never told no lie in a song. I just speak the truth, if you feel it, sing along. What's stuck in my head has been way too long. If I don't feed the people, then I'm way too wrong. Lately I feel like I can't lose, yeah. Hand on the Bible, that's the truth, yeah. Sit back and watch, I pay my dues, yeah. Ain't what you say, it's what you do, yeah. One hand on the wheel on the freeway. Ain't nobody promised me it would be easy. Lately I feel like I can't lose, yeah. Sit back and watch, I pay my dues, yeah. One hand on the wheel on the freeway. Ain't nobody promised me it would be easy.
Got my faith up in the sky, yeah. You can't touch us way too high, yeah. Way my worries all goodbye. Bye-bye. Got my faith up in the sky, yeah. Straight out the basement. Judas replacement, drunk in the spirit. I am not wasted, thrown on my heart. That's where his place is. LeBron's on my feet, neon laces. I believe in that empty tomb when my life was empty. He made the room, filled with his spirit. That's a major move, major key. Snatch the keys from death to grave. I had to sneeze. Boy so blessed, boy so cross on the chest, nails in his flesh. I am trusting in his hands. I ain't trusting in no bands. Only trusting in his plan. Chase God, that's the program. Good gracious, my God contagious. I preach on the mic, then I'm jumping off stages. My faith in the sky, no need for airplane. Parachute don't work, I'm on my stunt, man. Grab the word, I'ma spray. Chase God, we don't play. Chase God every day, at the key, hit the tray. Got my faith up in the sky.
Time to stop the show. Shantana, Ryan Righteous, DJ Jeremiah. We bringing the heat, man, this joint be fire like bruh. We in the field, we in the field, bruh. We in the field, we in the field. Just put it in work, we raising the bar. You tuned in to the track stars.
Hey, yo, what's cracking? It's your man Lecrae, aka Creasy Crayola, the bond servant. Right now, you listening to the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Shantana, and Jeremiah. I see you, boy. Hold it down. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah was good.
Right, for all things Track Stars, make sure you go to trackstarswithaz.com. Follow us on Instagram at TrackStars, Twitter at TrackStars, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and download the app. Let's go.
All right, we got a guest host with us today, Nate the Beatbreaker. How you doing, sir?
What's up? I'm good, man. How y'all?
What's up,
Good,
fam?
good,
bro?
Good. And man, we
man.
wanted to learn a little bit about you, sir. So word on the street is that you are Lecrae's drummer. How did that happen?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely one of the things I do for sure. Man, it happened. It happened a long time ago. Number one is for just like my 10th year right now, and it happened in a real like strange way, man. One of my other friends, there was a church plant here in Atlanta, Blueprint Church, right? And one of my other friends hit me up like, man, I need you to come over here and help me do something on a Sunday or whatever. So I was like, cool. Came through. And you know, it's like a whole front row full of dudes that appear to me to be rappers, right? I'm like, what's up with like all these rapper dudes sitting in the church with their hats back or whatever? And but I had no idea who they were, you know. So yeah, like after about a month or so, I get a call out the blue, and it's like, yo, my name is Show. And I'm like, okay, I don't know nobody named Show, but yeah, what's up? And he was like, man, we want you to hop on this tour. And I was like, honestly, man, at first I was super hesitant. Like I basically told him I didn't want to do it because I just wasn't familiar with him at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of tricky in this industry. Like somebody saying they want to take you out on the road with them for 3 months. Like I need to understand what the business is. I need to understand your history a little bit because I can't run out here with a certain expectation and then, you know, it doesn't happen. I got a family to feed. So I was super skeptical. Started doing my research on them, and then I realized like, nah, this is actually a real thing, you know. And like I said, this is 2010. So, you know, that's a long way from where it's evolved to now. So I was like, man, I don't know. But yeah, I decided to do it, man, and I'm glad I did. Still here.
That's awesome, man.
So, hey, man, did you know about Christian hip hop prior to going to Blueprint Church?
I did, and it was honestly like that was part of my hesitation because,
oh wow,
you know what I'm saying? It was such a baby at that time, and like I started back in the day in Houston. I was playing with this group called Soul Fruit. I used to try to jump in with them every now and then, but like I'm saying, bro, it was such an infant thing. It was only like gospel gangsters. There was cross movement, and there was a couple dudes in Houston, like my dude, his name was New Wine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so we're talking like eons ago, bro. And I'd also done a bunch of work like in secular world. So I knew what touring was like. I knew what it took to make it happen. And so I'm like, I get a call from this really baby infant kind of thing. I'm like, man, I don't know if y'all can really support that or not. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, so that was my concern. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm glad I did. It worked.
That's dope.
What convinced you?
Honestly, bro, it was so I don't know if y'all remember, this was Unashamed tour in 2010.
Yeah, we were.
And so the promo that they did for that was like these videos, you know, like little funny videos they did or whatever. And then there was also some videos of like just backstage stuff, you know what I'm saying? And this is what they used for promo for the tour. Mm-hmm. So when Show sent me those promo videos and I watched them, I honestly did it because at that time, I think I had been in Atlanta for maybe like 4 years. And, you know, I came here on some industry stuff. So I live here, but I hadn't like plugged in Atlanta at all. I would just go out on tour, come back to my apartment and just be there with my wife. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any kind of real connectivity in the city. So after watching those videos, I decided to do it. It had nothing to do with the money. It had nothing to do with the music. I decided to do it because it appeared to me from those videos that they were a real close group of dudes. And I feel like I needed that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
So once I got the money and stuff worked out and I knew I wasn't going to be, you know, out there getting, you know, having to do nothing wild to get my money, then I decided to do it strictly for the community reasons. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't know them when they were in Texas. You met them here.
Yeah, I didn't know them at all in Texas. I'd only heard of Lecrae, and I heard of a show in passing from one of my uncles that lived in Dallas that you know, he was around when they first started. He was at Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship, and so he would mention it, and I was like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I want to ask? There seems to be a lot of humility around people that we know that have worked with Lecrae, and you wouldn't think that would be the case. You know, like everybody who is a fan of Christian hip hop has heard of Lecrae and has probably been introduced to Christian hip hop through Lecrae. How do you balance the humility of the crew that you work with and the fact that everybody outside of that crew looks at you like, no, man, you got the inside track? How do you balance that humility when people give you that type of compliment?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I can just speak for myself. For me, it's easy when you know that like none of that really means anything. You know, all of that can stop tomorrow. Like, so it's real easy for me to stay in my place. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here. I'm a little piece to the puzzle, and God is the puppet master, man. So it's really easy to stay in my place. I think it's the same for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's life like on the road for a musician with Lecrae? Got any stories you want to tell?
Oh, man. There's a whole bunch of stories. I gotta think about that. But I mean, I'll say this to start. Like, life on the road with Lecrae is a lot different in a good way than life on the road with like some of the other artists that I've worked with, like in secular world. You know what I'm saying? So, like, number one, I'm a person. Like, when I'm working with him, I'm a very integral part of the whole, and I'm appreciated as such. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in other worlds, you know, you're just a hired gun. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family, your kids. Like, you get the job done, they'll fire you in a heartbeat. But there's a lot of real love in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And then outside of that part of it, which is a huge part, because when you're on the road with people, man, like you're living with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever been in the military or something like that, but it's like when you have to incubate with people, you learn about people real fast. You learn about yourself real fast. You know, we living together on a bus in small, close quarters and in hotels. And so it's, you know, that can present a challenge, but it works out really, really well with our crew, man. Like, we all family, you know what I'm saying? And then on stage, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's preparing for tours and preparing for these shows and having to be in different environments. You know, over here we had a Christian event, over here we had a super non-Christian event, and we got to prepare for both of them and prepare to serve, you know, those people differently. So it's a lot of work on that end, man, but I really enjoy it.
I have a question. Two-part question. How was it sounded like you was the drummer for the whole tour when y'all first started, or was you just a drummer for Lecrae at the time, or you morphed into
me?
Oh, wow. So you was the drummer for the whole tour?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second question is, what song was the hardest for you to catch? Like, man, this is kind of why you was drumming. For them.
Like, to date, like what? Just any song to date?
Any song, yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna say it's hard to catch, but it's hard to like perfect and play consistently the whole time. It's Welcome to America. Like,
oh wow,
that's a great beat. That's a great beat too.
I love it, man. Like, S1 is like, you know, he's one of my favorite producers for sure. But yeah, to play that thing for 3 minutes and play it right and consistent the whole time, like the kick pattern it gets tricky on me every now and then. Yeah, that one that one, you got to be in shape for that one.
Did you do it? Did you do it when Lecrae was on Jimmy Fallon performing that one?
Yep.
Okay. How was that being on that stage?
Wrecked my nerves because like I knew going into that same question. I'm like, man, this is the one song out of every song. This is the one where around that 2-minute mark, my legs started giving out on me. You know what I'm saying? So
was Questlove there? Like, was he sitting there watching?
Sitting right there. Like, that studio is small, so he's like,
yeah, I've been inside of it.
Man, he's sitting 20 feet away from me right there, like just looking at me, judging me. You know what I'm saying?
You felt judged.
You know what's so funny? Anybody that does an instrument or something, they always, the person that's performing, if they're using a drum or they're DJing or whatever, somebody's gonna judge them. Like if that person's there that does the same thing, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's okay. He's trash. He's this. Oh, he's dope." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Nate, I got a question for you. How deep does your talent pool go? Like when you think about all the things you want to accomplish, all the things you want to do, the people you want to work with, how deep does that pool go?
You mean is it production, music, like instruments, like what all do you do?
Yeah, my own talents, man. I haven't even scratched the surface, honestly, man. But like, so I started off as a kid playing the drums, but like I said, I dove into music production when I was 17. So I'm an old man now. So that was a long time ago. And then outside of that, man, like I learned piano young, so I know how to play that. And I learned bass kind of young. So, you know, I wouldn't get on the stage and play either one of those, but I can play them. Yeah. And I can teach them if I need to. And I also, man, like technically, like pretty proficient, you know, like I grew up in this age, so like you can put me in front of any program and I can dissect it and put it back together. And then just like business talents, you know what I'm saying? Like I definitely have a lot more to do as an executive, you know what I'm saying? Which is not a creative thing, so to speak, but it's a lot of creativity that it takes to make that happen.
So Nate, real quick, I do production at my church, and I kind of see the musician circuit, the church circuit, where you kind of have to get gigs at churches and then do gigs late at night and then do gigs at churches, then late at night, that whole game. For musicians, do you have any advice for musicians right now during this time with COVID where churches are closed, events are down? Like, what are you doing to keep yourself, you know, active and taking care of your family when there's no events going on?
Right. Well, yeah, we could have a whole another conversation about that, because that's a big deal, honestly, for creatives, and it needs to be discussed. It needs to be taught. You know what I'm saying? But a couple things. One, man, you got to know how to handle your finances that you do have. So like, you know, you might not be rich, but you got to know how to handle the finances that you are gifted with, right? Yeah. And that's something that I've had to learn over years, because honestly, like every year, the first quarter of the year is like a mini pandemic for people who do what I do, because you know what I mean? Like the year kind of closes after Thanksgiving, so to speak, you know what I mean? And then so from the beginning of December all the way through like the end of February, for the most part, it's always pretty much shut down. So I've had to always learn and practice managing my money well so that I can make it through those months, because I know it's coming. Wow. You know, so that was a help for me in this situation that we're living in right now, because I was already there. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about that since January last year. And so that's something I would definitely say is, man, like learn to manage your money well so that you can ride the waves, because those waves are going to happen when you're trying to sustain yourself financially as a creative. Outside of a pandemic, that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Another huge thing is, like, one of my favorite quotes is, you sharpen your axe 7 hours a day, then you can chop down a tree in an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it really takes the whole 8 hours to make that happen, but you got to spend 7 of those hours just sharpening your axe. So right now, this is the perfect time to work on your skills, learn new skills, You know, like that. Like I said, when Lecrae and them hit me up about that first tour, they'd only heard me play at church and at Blueprint at that. During that time, it was like, man, it was quiet. I was playing with brushes most of the time, like playing really, really quiet and playing church music, you know, CCM music at that. They had no idea if I was going to be able to handle the style of music that they play, but they took that chance. The reason why it worked out is because my axe was sharp. You know what I'm saying? So right now is the time to work on yourself, man. Work on getting better at whatever it is you want to do. So when that door opens, when that door cracks open, you can kick it open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I have a question, man. Talk about being a believer, working with mainstream artists, being, you know what I mean? Because you kind of touched on it earlier about, like, you know, not being like noticed and you just there for a gig. But just talk about that, because we've always have some creatives in our community as well that say, hey man, I want to work with this person. I'm a, you know what I mean, I'm a keyboard player, I'm like a drummer like yourself, or I'm a guitar player and I want to work for Beyonce, or I want to work with Jay-Z, I want to work with this person, as well as working with Christian acts as well. So what some advice would you tell a musician that want to go and work with mainstream artists?
Man, the same thing I would tell a mailman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the dude's on the mail route, you're not delivering mail from church to church. You in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's no different than how we have to live our lives, you know, between the Sundays. It's just you're in an environment where it's like, you know, it's whatever and anything goes. So you still got to know how to carry yourself in that environment. You got to know how to carry yourself, you know, like Jesus is the example. That's the only thing I can say, man. Like, I feel like if Jesus had to go and hop on a tour with some of the artists I played with, he wouldn't condemn them. He wouldn't, you know, crap on them. It's going to be a way where I can carry myself, where I'm going to be respected for what I believe in, but I could also make them feel like, you know, we're the same. And this has been my experience over and over again, which is, you know, eventually I'll build relationships with people, and then I'm still cool with a lot of those people today. And I'm the one that they'll hit up when they like, man, I'm really kind of getting sick of my wife and I want to leave. And they'll call me and I have a chance to say, nah, man, like ride that out, you know? So
dope. Yeah.
You know, you can put yourself in position of influence by just walking the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very good, man. No, that's you
dope.
dropping gems, bro.
Yeah, man.
So when I started, I said, drummer for Lecrae. He said, that's one of the things I do. All right, what else are you working on?
Man, I'm in the middle of building a label, you know, and I've been at that for some years now. So, you know, that's definitely a long game. But I'm passionate about giving young artists the opportunity. So I'm in the middle of doing that. I'm also, you know, I'm a producer. I've done my fair share of production work. I'm also a hired gun in other, you know, ways like engineering, mixing, edits, you know, show building. Yeah. I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to creative stuff, but you know, they all come back to the same thing. It all comes back to making really good art, you know. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jeremiah.
So what is it about a label in this climate where so many people are like, yo, this is going crazy. Labels ain't really doing what they doing like in the past. So why would you say, yo, I'm passionate about making a label?
That's a big part of the reason why, honestly, man. Like I'm not trying to function like those labels.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's a label in name only, but you know, it's more of a partnership with artists to make the moves and use the leverage that I have to just try to help them get to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as on paper, it's a partnership.
Gotcha.
I feel like, man, you're in an environment that we were similar to what we were in. Like, we used to work at Radio 1 107.9 in Atlanta, right? Me and Sean. And when we were there, we would just soak everything up, right? We would watch the executives come in. We would watch Kathy Hughes come to Atlanta, and we would just kind of see how they operate, see how they move. And I would say a good percentage of the success that we've had when in building the TRACKSTARZ brand has come from being in that environment, being, with those right people, those people that are making moves. How much of the success on your own projects would you say is coming from what you've soaked up from being around Reach Records and those guys, because they seem to have a blueprint that is laid out for success? And it seems like when we talk to Wande and we talk to Ace, everybody's getting something out of being in that environment. What have you gotten out of it?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I was on this path before I ran into them, but it's been nothing but a plus. Like it was definitely God that connected those two things together. You know what I mean? And one of the major things that I've gotten is just how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to do good business and still value people. You know what I mean? And we live in a capitalist society, and the music industry is like capitalism on steroids. But there's a way to do it that still like honors people, still makes me feel like I'm the man I want to be. It's like I have, I can still carry integrity like I want to carry it. And that's definitely one of the big things that I've learned from being around for so long, and seeing a lot of people come and go, and, seeing how those situations were handled. And it's definitely just an inspiration because I know where they came from.
Okay,
so
got you.
That's probably what drives me the most, is being that close to something that started as a little seed and then grew to something big. Like, that gives me constant inspiration, like, just to keep on working at the things that I want to work at,
Absolutely.
Y'all need to start writing down what he's saying. I mean, he's dropping bars. He said every January is like a pandemic for a musician. Like, you dropping like bars, man. Like, it's crazy. Good insight, man. Really good insight.
A whole lot of living and a whole lot of failing. You learn some stuff along the way,
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us. So we're going to go to a break, and we're going to come back in a second, man. You in the field with the track. Oh, real quick. Drop your social just in case they want to follow up with you.
Yeah. _ the Beatbreaker. Just how it's spelled. Like, nothing fancy. THEBEATBREAKER. But _ first. That's Instagram. That's Twitter. And, I mean, I don't really Facebook hard, so I'm going to leave that out.
I agree with you. All right, man. Let's get back into it. You in the field with the TRACKSTARZ, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
Yo, what's going on, TRACKSTARZ universe? It's your man, Ryan Righteous. I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to pull out that resource you have, your iPhone, your Android, and I need you to download the TRACKSTARZ app today. Make sure you go to the iOS store on Apple or Google Play for Android. Download our app. There's so many great things you can do on it. You can listen to music. You can listen to the podcast. You can find out new information about TRACKSTARZ. You can get merch. You can get that TRACKSTARZ t-shirt you always been wanting to get. So make sure you go and download our app today. All right?
Watch out for the darkness, it can blind you. Make it hard for anyone to find you. Know your day is heavy, baby, mine too. You are not alone, let me remind you. I know sometimes the day can get you fed up. In spite of that, you gotta keep your head up, or you won't see the blessings coming your way. I'm trying to let you know it isn't too late. Let me help you with that heavy load. We'll hold on Cause when we've gotta pray, I know how you feel, something's gotta change. I'll be there to help you when you fall. Let me help you with that heavy load. We'll hold on instead of letting go. Cause I just wanna see you make it. Oh, I just wanna see you make it. Yeah, I just wanna see you make it. Ain't no the pressure, we can take it. I know together we can make it.
All right, man, this is DJ Jeremiah, the Track Stars. You know what you can do for us? You can go to iTunes right now and subscribe to our podcast. We need you like never before to subscribe to the podcast. While you there, give us a nice review. Give us a 5-star rating. Help us out. Tell other people to go do the exact same thing. This is DJ Jeremiah, the Track Stars. Thank you for doing that. Back to the show.
This show is brought to you by TRACKSTARZ. Allow us to produce a podcast to help build community engagement around your brand. We can record and edit a podcast specifically designed to reach your target market and utilize social media to create or enhance a loyal following. Go to trackstars.com/brands. Again, that's trackstars.com/brands.
What's up? This is No Big Deal representing Middle Tennessee and Indie Tribe. You are now in the field with the Track Stars.
It's time for the Entertainment Report with Jeremiah.
Welcome, everybody. This is Entertainment Report time. Let's get it going. I don't have a lot this week. I have like 2 things to talk to you guys about. Devon Franklin inked a CBS deal. Author, speaker, and filmmaker Devon Franklin has a new overall deal with CBS. As president and CEO of Franklin Entertainment Production Company, Franklin has already netted some significant deals with Paramount Pictures and Netflix, but this new move marks his first foray into television and is good news for anyone who's fan of faith-soaked entertainment stylings. Thanks for all the thanks and congrats. I'm beyond excited to expand into TV with CBS Studios. Franklin wrote on Instagram, I'm excited to create new opportunities for people of faith and people of color. I believe entertainment is one of the most powerful mediums in the world, and we can use it to help shape hearts and minds for the better. Now, when you see the announcement of a deal, it's the beginning of something, not the end. So, so now the real work begins. So please keep me in prayer. Keep your prayers up, and I need them. And I commit to doing my best to bring you the best shows I possibly can. So, man, that's a big deal, bro. That's huge. For Devon Franklin, man, that's crazy. So shout out to him, man. All right, man. We have relationship topics here sometimes on the Track Stars. We known for some of them. Kiara Sheard recently was in the news where she talked about her past relationships that she once drove which drove her into a violent rage. She told Page Six about the toxic relationship. She said, I kept being cheated on. I think I was most affected because I was so intimately involved. I was giving so much to a boyfriend, expecting him to be as loyal to me as I was to him. She said she revealed that her relationship was so bizarre that it could have been on a reality TV show. It could have been a reality TV show. She said, I mean, you talk about reality TV. If I had a reality show, I would have had so much drama for you to watch every week. I was cussing, cutting. I was pulling up. I remember I followed my boyfriend and he got out somewhere and I tried to run him over with my car. Things became so bad that Sheard's family stepped in. The 33-year-old recalled her family's advice saying, they told me I needed to get involved with people who have just as much as I had to lose as I do. I can't let no man's private parts drive me up a wall to where I lose everything just for the emotional connection to them. She maintained, fortunately for Sheard, she was able to escape that relationship and is now engaged to someone she says is the answer to prayer and makes her happier than her best dreams. So yeah, man, you don't never know what people are going through. It's crazy. All right, comment section this week. Brinson, Throw the Crown, Mouthpiece 5780, YB Provision EP, Plain James from the Heart. Phil J, Ride a Wave single, Mike Sarge, Energy single, Reconcile, Streets Ain't Got No Love single, D Black, I'm So Glad single, Lex Divine, Caption the single, and Wes the Satellite Kid, Let Me Fight for You single. All right, Ryan, you got anything?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who released something this week through Nectar. Shout out to Q. He released Hometown Lowdown. Shout out to Brother Behold. Shout out to One Dose. He released Brother Behold. Also, again, J.M. Smith released See Clearly. Then we also had a release from Chris Ray, the rapper, Anti-Hero Music. Shout out to Mike Sarge again, Nectar Artist Elite, dropping Energy. Really dope track. Make sure you check that out. And then also, man, Nine Tails dropped by Q, as well as Wake Up from Michael Elias. So some great releases from Nectar. If you don't already have a music distribution platform, make sure you go check out nectardistro.com. That's the TRACKSTARZ opportunity for you to help you go well-rounded with your music. We can do everything from start to finish of getting your project ready, getting it to the marketplace, and then helping you promote it. So make sure you go check out nectardistro.com. And to all my folks out there who recently joined the TRACKSTARZ investment group, shout out to you. We had over 10 people join this week, guys. It's amazing. People are signing up to understand that there are non-traditional sources of income that you can actually earn. We had a great week in the market with Forex trading. And so many people have come in. So if you are new to TRACKSTARZ, or if you get into our investment group before tomorrow, which is, if you're hearing this, that means on Sunday, we will have a TRACKSTARZ investment group training for all our newbies. So make sure that if you're thinking about it right now, you go to trackstars.com/Forex, FRX. So TRACKSTARZ with the Z.com/FRX. Join today. We will help you find all sorts of different non-traditional sources of income. My man Nate said it best, that artists can go through something like a pandemic. So we want to make sure that we are doing our due diligence to show you some different ways that you can keep the income flowing. All right.
Yeah, man. So like you heard last week, Mike Sarge won the beat competition for Make Me a Hit. So rappers, it's on you. Just in case you haven't heard the beat, here it is.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Mike Sarge, and this is my submission for the Make Me a Hit challenge. Let's do it. Salutes.
That beat is up right now on trackstars.com/make me a hit. You can download it, put your bars to it, put it up on Instagram, put all the hashtags in, make sure you tag us, and we'll repost that on our Instagram if we like it. And you'll be into the contest. Make sure if you enter, make sure you send us an email so we have your recorded copy there as well. Because when we do the competition, when we actually do the selecting, we do it in our official universe group with the official universe people, and we play it just the music. We don't play your video because we want to try and keep it unbiased, just in case people recognize somebody they like and all that kind of stuff. So send us the audio to make me a hit at trackstars.com, but then make a video and put it up on Instagram and tag us.
Hey, yo, Sean, I think we got a question for Nate from somebody on the TRACKSTARZ chat. Somebody asked, what are some good books that I can read to help me with beats? You got any advice for them, Nate?
It's not necessarily gonna help with the physical part of making music, but the mental part, which is, a big deal. There's a book called The War of Art. So it's to play on, the art of war. But that book is excellent, man. It's it really focuses on breaking the resistance that creators have when you're trying to, either write a book or, make music or whatever. So it's that book is excellent, man. It helped me a lot.
Yeah, man. So Sean, maybe we need to tell Nate what the Make Me a Hit challenge actually is.
Yeah. So we came up with a challenge because I noticed that there was a lot of challenges going on. Lecrae was doing a challenge where he was getting submissions for stuff, and a lot of challenges. We've done challenges in the past, and we found some really dope artists out of our challenges. Yeah. So I was like, what I've never seen though before was challenges that connect to each other. So what I was thinking was, let's start out with a beat challenge and see if we can find the best beat. And then take that beat and do a rapper challenge. See if we can find the best rappers for that beat. Then take that, do a mixing and mastering challenge to find the best engineers. Then take that, best marketing people, best, booking people, best video people, and just keep doing challenges on and on and on until we get a finished song, a finished hit. And then do it again, and then do it again until we get a whole mixtape full of songs that came from that. And make sure we credit everybody that was a part of it, to try and uncover hidden talent, in with the people out there that may never have gotten an opportunity before. So that's what we're in step 2 of it, track 1, but it's going really good.
I like that a lot, man. That's challenges are great, but that's more of a cultivation experiment. Like, I like that a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, Mike's beat was dope. So I'm waiting to see some rappers jump on. Some people reached out to me. We finally got the beat up on the website so you could download it. I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. There's always some crazy, crazy talented people hidden in the TRACKSTARZ universe that we don't know about, that they show themselves when we put challenges on. So I can't wait to see y'all. So jump in there. I want to start seeing some submissions this week, and we'll push them up for you guys. All right. So let's get back into it. Right now, we'll be back in a second. You in the field with the TRACKSTARZ, Ryan Righteous, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. Oh, and Jay Sannon. Appreciate you, bro.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my boy, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh yes it will. Oh yes it will.
Oh no, love. I don't know if the world finna end, so I'm up late with the pad and the pen. They said we gon' be good, they don't know when. I just want things to be normal again. COVID-19, yeah, put us in a hole. Made us see we ain't really in control. Everybody going through a rich and poor. White, black, Spanish, Asian, it's so obvious that it's time to change and put love first and stop playing games and lift God up and say his name, cause we hard up and we feeling pain. Can't be the same when it's all over. Then for George Floyd, he a fallen soldier. Justice for all, that's a big task, but I'ma die empty with a big glass. I'm a truth teacher with a big class. Gotta call in on me. That anointing falling on me. When you gon' stop stalling, homie? Gotta make your presence felt now. Figure out who you can help now. Stay safe and protect your health now. Spreading love is the new wealth now. Let's get it.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my boy, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh yes it will.
Yes, yes,
oh yes it will.
Yeah, love. This year been tough so far. Lost my grandma, that was my heart. I'm kinda glad she left this place. Ain't nothing here but stress and hate. Lost Kobe and Gigi too. Every day seem like more bad news. People just out here selling hope. Candidates just want our vote. Why they panic all over the globe? I remember God's in control. And if it's one thing that I know, that a virus can't touch my soul. I don't know what's next, but I'm with it. Leaders gotta stay committed. Faith go further than my vision. I'm gonna teach long as they listen.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my boy, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh yes it will. Oh yes it will.
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your man, Ryan Righteous of the TRACKSTARZ, man. I want to tell you about an awesome feature called the Music Submissions. You know how they say nothing's ever free? Well, that's a myth with TRACKSTARZ. Send us your music. We'll add it to SoundCloud for free. There's also an opportunity for you to be able to get your song aired on the radio. For more information, email us at contactus@trackstars.com.
You are listening to the TRACKSTARZ with Sean Tanner, Ryan Righteous, and DJ Jeremiah.
Right now, you're in the field with the Track Stars.
Track Stars.
Track Stars.
Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner,
Right now, you listen to the Track Stars.
You know what time it is.
Good, it's your boy Navy Gay, he TRACKSTARZ music artist, and you are in the field with the family TRACKSTARZ Radio.
Hey, I'm Erica Campbell, and I just saw Selfie Dad. Oh my God. So funny, so encouraging to watch the story of this comedian who found life again by, I don't want to tell you, you have to watch it yourself. Just know that I love Selfie Dad. I love the Word of God, and I'm all in. I hope you are too.
Hey guys, this is Miracle from TRACKSTARZ. I wanted to make sure you guys know all about the official TRACKSTARZ universe. So, if you'd like a free TRACKSTARZ t-shirt, yes, as well as free merch, discounts, and exclusive content, and of course, direct access to your favorite radio host, then this is for you. Make sure you go to trackstars.com/official. That's trackstars.com/official.
This juice ain't no Sprite, boy, this Fanta. I make them go 8 'cause on beats, I'm bananas. I know it ain't safe and going like what cracking. If it don't make sense, I ain't making it happen. If
I just learned another lesson. It turns out I'm still going through it. It's just what I gotta do to build my faith in you. I used to say it ain't so. Thought I would never be down again. Thought they would never be down enough. I had it all wrong, it for so long. I still got more to go through. The more I go through, the more I know you, the more I owe you. Nothing without you, I'm nothing without you, I'm nothing without you. Yeah. Every day you prove it. Even when I'm going through it, I just learned another lesson. I'm glad you still love me, yeah. If I gotta feel something, yeah, I'll go through it all. I just learned another lesson. I'm glad you still love me, yeah. If I gotta feel something, yeah, I'll go through it all. When I'm down, I feel you around. You pick me up, you turn me around. Even when I'm down, I feel you around. You pick me up, you turn me around. It's never too late to come back to your love. Before you give me time and time again. It's never too late to come back to your love. You save me, yeah. I just learned another lesson. I'm glad you still love me, yeah. If I gotta feel something, yeah, I'll go through it all. I just learned another lesson. I'm glad you still love me, yeah. If I gotta feel something, yeah, I'll go through it all. I just learned another lesson. I just learned I just learned another lesson.
What's going on, TRACKSTARZ universe? This is Sean David Grant, aka Shantana, with the TRACKSTARZ. I just want to welcome you to the podcast, let you know about everything we got going on. Make sure you go to TRACKSTARZ.com to find out the latest in the TRACKSTARZ universe. And also, please do us a big favor. Go to Twitter.com/TRACKSTARZ and follow us. Go to Facebook.com/TRACKSTARZ and like us. Go to YouTube.com/TheFieldTrackStars and subscribe to us. Do the same thing on SoundCloud at TRACKSTARZ Universe. Everywhere you see TRACKSTARZ, follow us, because you have no idea how much that helps us. Do that right now. Pause the podcast, whatever you got to do. All right, now come back and listen to the show. Let's go.
What's good, people? It's your boy, DJ Haddon. I want to give a shout out to TRACKSTARZ Live. Keep it locked, y'all. It's going down right here, right now. You heard it from your boy, D. Haddon.
All right, back in the field with the TRACKSTARZ. Ryan Righteous, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. What's good?
All right, this segment is sponsored by Focus, Fearless, Fruitful clothing brand, men's and women apparel. You can go follow them on Instagram at Focused, Fearless, Fruitful, all one word. Make sure you go check it out today. All right.
All right. Before we get into this, Nate, introduce who you got in the studio with you.
Yeah, man. So this is my dude. This is my homie. But this is also the artist that we linking up and locking arms and making this good art for y'all, man. This is my dude, Eli Lefty. And man, yeah.
All right.
Do some homework. You ain't gonna be mad about it. We just released a single yesterday, too, by the way.
Dope.
You released a single?
Yesterday, yeah.
What's it called?
In My Lane.
In My Lane. Where can we get it from?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay. And what's the artist name that it's under?
It'll be under the Beatbreaker and under Eli Lefty.
Got you.
Dope. All right, so y'all ready to get into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so your boy Kanye West, his wife, well, he went on a tirade talking about Harriet Tubman and things like that, and his wife commented that he's going through some mental challenges right now, and to pray for him. What do you guys think about what Kanye is doing now?
Oh. I'll start. I want to start so I can get it over with. Man, I have a lot of thoughts, honestly. Kanye is, we'll start with the man part, right? He's a man like all of us. We all have our things. So I'm not going to ever discount somebody's struggles, somebody's mental health or otherwise. What shakes me up a little bit is in the midst of all of this, when you tweet and delete a track listing and then tweet it again like it makes me, it starts to throw in a little bit of conflict in there for me, because now I'm like, man, are you just trolling for the attention? Because I mean, we understand that this is the music business, and the number one thing that you need, particularly when you get ready to release something, is attention. So like, is that the goal? You know, like, are you flirting with, you know, using mental health as a pandering tool because you want to get the attention, or is this really a manic, you know, situation that's happening? I hate that he throws the music part in there in the midst of it, because then to me that clouds the water a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Outside of that, I hope the man is, you know, will listen to somebody. That's another concern of mine, is because, like, you know, when you think you're a genius, you think you don't got to listen to nobody. So, you know, somebody needs to be able to get through to him, and he can actually listen to them. I just don't know who that person is. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife, she choked me out if I wasn't listening like that. It's gonna happen.
That's real.
I don't know where Miss Kardashian is on this subject or whatever, but man, I hope he's all right. You know what I'm saying?
She posted something on her IG about like what was going on with him, and talked about like having mental being with somebody with mental health issues, and like what's going on right now, how she feel about it, and asking people like to really in this time really like not be making as many jokes or saying things about somebody with mental issues. So she responded on IG about that. So I mean, but I get what you're saying. Like I mean, sometimes somebody's wife would be like, get off that phone, you know, take your phone, and you know, let's talk about this. You know what I mean? Because he said some real real things.
He said she cheated on him with Meek Mill. It was like crazy stuff. So I'm like, is this real? I guess is where I'm at. Like he said with the album tease, which didn't come out, right? That didn't come out.
Yeah, Donda.
Which Donda coming out would have been weird, because it goes against what he was saying about making all Christian music now, right? Because New Body was supposed to be on there and some stuff.
But I heard the Christian version of New Body, and
so it was going to be a Christian album.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So do you think he's really going through something, or was this just the presidential stuff and all this? Is this all promo, or is this a real problem we should be praying for him?
I feel like he definitely got some sort of serious problem, because to be able to do something like that, it's like that's screwing up a lot of things more than just him speaking out or possibly dropping an album. It's kind of like he's now dealing in politics. He's not dealing in people's lives. If that has to affect who they can vote for or who, whatever, I don't know the whole ins and outs, but it's kind of like, how can you, I just feel, I have a problem with like the world moving in the way it's moving. And then now he's putting his foot in with what people have to have the right people to trust, the right people to what they're learning from, and this and that. And he's so impressionable on young people. You know what I'm saying? Like little people, like young people might just vote for him because he's a rapper, because he's famous, because it is, or take their eyes off of the actual, candidates that might have a better job, do a better job for their futures. It's to me, it's just, I feel like he needs more people that will tell him no to keep him from doing things like this, even when he's going through a spell or whatever, because this is. It's serious now. He's like walking into a more important area, you know what I'm saying? Not just music and fashion.
Yeah, you're right. How do you feel, Ryan?
So for me, just listening to him this week, I was actually trying to read an article. I really wanted to read it before the show. It was a headline that said, all the reasons why Kanye running for president can be dangerous, more dangerous than anything. And when I clicked on the article, it wouldn't let me read it without paying for it. Thanks, Apple. Thank you, Apple News. So I didn't get a chance to read it. But it was talking about different ideals that he has that, are not really aligned with what our country needs right now. And I agree with what Eli said, like the climate of our country right now, we need somebody that can come in and actually do the job and get us back on track. I like to wake up in the mornings thinking that I don't have a government. That makes me feel good. Just the fact that, I'm here, God woke me up, my wife is good, my kids are good, and I still got a job, and I got, a legacy to leave, and I'm doing things. So for me, it's like, I try not to turn on the news. because every time I turn on the news, it's like there's more just filling us up with more anxiety about where this country is headed and what's going to happen in November. And so Kanye throwing his hat in the ring. I joke around about it and say I'm going to vote for him, but I'm just kidding. I'm not going to vote for Kanye. I just like to think that, we can't do any worse, but I guess apparently we can.
Oh.
But you know what? I have a question. If y'all had to choose a rapper that could run for president and successfully do a good job, do y'all have anybody in mind that you say, oh, you know what? They might do a good job for real?
I put Jay-Z in office.
You would?
Jigga, man?
I put Jay-Z in office, man. Like I feel like, there's politics, but then there's also just leadership. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, he's evolved into a grown man, in my opinion. So
the whole package, you have Beyonce as the first lady, and you'd be cool.
I rock with that. You know what I'm saying? And
Houston.
make time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that Houston's coming out. Yeah, I see it.
Hey, be in the middle of a press conference, and she started talking about Sasha Fierce, like,
So she from third ward. So I'm rock with it.
Eli, what about you? You got a rapper that you would say could run for president and successfully do a good job?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Who? I was just playing.
That's what's up.
Did you just think about his campaign? Like
Mike
who?
Jones.
Mike
You
Jones.
can bring that number back. Call his number for problems.
Word. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. I feel like Jay-Z is really good. I feel like Jay-Z could do a bit. Like, he kind of embodies that kind of mentality, that movement. The way he is. He seems more political. You know what I'm saying? He acts. Even from when he was early in the game as a young person, you know what I'm saying? He just has that kind of like energy of like, I'm not just making dumb decisions kind of thing. Like, think it through. Like, so yeah, I can see that. I can see Jay-Z as the most possible.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So Conspiracy J, I know you got a take on this. What you think is really going on here?
I don't know. All my gas have been let out by Damo on Thursday night call.
Nah, keep it real.
2 to 3 hours.
Tell people how you feel.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
you believe Kanye. That's the gist of it, right?
Not all the way. I do believe that sometimes. I was telling him, I was like, for him to randomly just say certain things is about his family is not new to us. Like, he randomly say stuff about other stuff, but his family, he always like over the years since he's been married to Kim, he really hasn't really said as much online about her than anything else and all his children. So to me, when I heard that, I was like, at first I was like, is this real or what's going on?
Do you believe the Meek stuff?
I don't know. I mean, they got pictures of them together. Doesn't mean they did anything, but I mean, I just like, it's random. You know what I mean? So it's hard to believe, but it's not far-fetched to believe because anybody can creep out on their spouse. You know what I mean? If they're not faithful to them. But at the same time, I will say this. He is one of those people that when he starts saying stuff, it's like when you find out about it, it's like, oh, wow, maybe that was true. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was true that a fashion designer wasn't messing with him. And then when he got his Gap deal, was like, hey, let's get on the phone and talk. Or is it true that, like he kept, I don't know why he kept going at Drake, but then he said something, Drake said something about him on a record recently that he just came out with. So, I mean, certain things that I'm not going to discount what he's saying as just crazy, automatically crazy. But I will say that sometimes he could come off crazy to some people, but for others could be like, maybe it's some truth to what he's saying.
Y'all not gonna believe what the chat is saying about president. Somebody said flavor. Okay, we know the Blessing Report, right? Blessing Report said Trump 2020 baby. Oh, whatever.
He's not a rapper.
I know. Eshawn. So we got Eshawn Burgundy for president. We got KB for president. We got Sho Baraka for president. We got KB again.
Don't make a good president.
Sho would do well.
We got Slim Thug for president. Another KB. We got Marty for president. Let's see who else we got. We got
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Marty for president. Marty again. Okay, y'all want Marty. All right. Kim and Meek. Oh no, that's an entanglement. I'm sorry. President Snoop Dogg for president. People gonna stop listening to Trackstar. Dave Chappelle for president. Paris Carriz 2045. Y'all are hilarious.
Y'all understand this. Like you gotta understand. To me, when I hear somebody say this person's for president or whatever, a rapper or whatever, you gotta understand what is their logic, what do they stand on, what are their principles, what are their values. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, we joke, we not joke, but we say stuff about Trump all day, like, yo, he's a bad businessman, he this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think somebody else that's come from the hip hop background, what would America look like if Jay-Z was president? What does that look like? Based off of what we know about him, what would it look like?
I think it would look like America. And what I mean by that is, like, right now, America does not look like America. It looks like the America that we are that we are afraid of, the one that's always been bubbling under the surface, the one that we've always been trying to fight against actually happening and coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? I think with Jay-Z, or for that matter, anybody else who is any kind of a leader, then America just looks like America. So it's like everybody is going to be free to make their own decisions. It's going to be a capitalist society. Like, it's not going to look like Jay-Z. It's going to look like America. Right now, America looks like hate and you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like, you know, my dad used to always say attitude reflects leadership. And that's what it looks like right now. It looks like what's happening at the top has trickled down, and it's pulled the curtains back and snatched the covers off of some real ugly stuff that's always been bubbling under the surface. But I think a Jay-Z or a Sho Baraka, or, like I said, any other capable adult that just understands
capable adult.
You know what I'm saying? Understands that, hey, that's a hot stove. Don't put your hand on it. Like, I think anybody that understands like some real basic things is gonna help America just look like America again. You know what I'm saying?
The other person I was thinking about when I was sitting here, I mean, R.I.P. to the dog, but Nipsey could have
ran.
Yeah, he probably could have done well.
So in our chat, man, we got
nice.
We got that would be dope. You know what? Sean David Grant, Shantana just tied the vote in our chat for president. So shout out to you, sir.
Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want
that.
We
just got the truth. We got the truth. We got Brinson. We got Ruslan. We got Dave Chappelle again.
Ruslan would do a great job.
No votes for Red Snapper. I'm done with all of y'all. No votes for Red Snapper for president. That's my alias for my spoof rap name. So y'all like, they don't want me. That's cool. I'd be dropping bars all in the Rose Garden.
I think I would vote for Killer Mike.
You asked this whole question to get yourself mentioned in this thing. That's what.
Nah, I mean, I wasn't thinking about myself.
I feel the motivation in that question.
Pretty much.
I wasn't thinking about myself till they mentioned you, and I was like, wow, I sit right next to him. Like,
You'll be the vice president.
We're literally right next to each other.
You'll be the vice president.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway,
I got my red hat already, guys.
Somebody I'm gonna throw out there. Somebody I'm gonna throw out there based on my own bias is T.I. I don't know.
The guy who kicked you in the head? You gonna vote for him?
Pretty much, yeah. I
vote for the guy that kicked you in the head.
Yeah, then I'm gonna be Secret Service for him, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
Crazy.
You stupid.
Killer Mike. I'll say Killer Mike would be a good president.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
What about David Banner? When I think about rappers for president, I think about people who are already tied to the political scene.
But I would say this: whoever, if it was like a hip hop president, this turned into a whole different topic. But
Chuck D,
this is Ryan's fault.
I know it is.
It's hilarious though.
What rapper?
If a hip hop president, you got to think about how people talk to other people as well, because we automatically assume that a president is just going to be a president for black people. Now, it's a president for every American in the United States of America. So you got to think about how they would be with other people, because at the same time, it's just like, you know, once they get in office, it's not going to be like, hey, I'm just going to work on black people and everybody else. Forget it. It's like, I got to work on problems for Hispanic people, white Americans, Asian Americans, you know what I mean? All Americans at the end of the day.
So let me bring this back to where we started.
Thank you, Sean.
Because random distraction. Because the question came up, I think it was Ashley that asked us on Thursday. If Kanye really got saved and he's really a Christian, why doesn't God take care of the mental illness part? Why do some people struggle with those kind of things for so long after they become saved? Because you would hope that God can fix that completely. And I think some people get frustrated when things like that don't go away when you become a Christian. What do you say to people who are struggling with mental illness, struggling with other things that are chronic that never seem like they go away?
Man, yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something? So I feel as though our lives on this planet is all to our purpose as God's children is to help the next person who goes through something that you've been through.
That's absolutely right. That's right.
So in a situation like them, like our bodies decay over time. That's just what it's going to do. And but I think the beauty in it is knowing that you're still God, you're still purposed by God's hands and God's and just God's vision of you. And if you can still portray that through everything that you go through, that next person that you might speak to, or that person who's just inspired by you or whatever, you're helping that person. And that's all you're here to do. We're supposed to help more souls. We're supposed to bring more people to him. So
yeah,
I feel like no matter what you do, if you're doing it with God, you know, on the forefront, then I think that's what.
That's good. You know, no, that's really good.
Even with mental health, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. What I was gonna say was like, I think taking that approach, kind of the approach of like God is supposed to somehow make you like this perfect person now because you're saved. I think that's that discounts God in a big way, because that's saying that God can't use you if you have a mental illness or you know what I'm saying, like I mean, look all through the Bible. I think people don't read their Bibles for real, bro, because if you look through the Bible, like I mean, Moses had a speech impediment. Why didn't God like make him a perfect orator?
That's true.
Like, that's just not, that ain't how God uses flawed people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this is you know, like Eli said, man, our bodies are decaying anyway. So I might not be mentally ill today, but that don't mean that's gonna be the case in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real.
So does that mean I'm discounted now or I'm thrown away? Like, nah, absolutely not.
That's good. That's good, sir.
Really
so what if Kanye's listening, which he's not, but if he was,
how do you know?
You don't know. I'm guessing.
We know people who know Kanye.
What would you say to Kanye if he could hear you right now?
What would I say to Kanye? I would say, and this is from the outside looking in, I would say, Kanye, listen to Dave Chappelle. That's exactly what I would say. I'd be like, yo, listen to Dave Chappelle, because clearly he's your friend. He cares about you enough to hop on the plane and come check on you.
Yeah.
And I think Dave Chappelle is a brilliant human being. So I would say, like, for real, open your ears and listen to whatever it is that he has to say to you. Because I don't know who else he would listen to. And I think right now he needs to listen to somebody. If nothing else, somebody that just says, hey man, put your phone down right now. Like, you're going through some stuff. Like, let's just like forget about being Kanye West, you know, this public figure, and let's focus on your manhood real quick and just who you are as a person. And so yeah, I feel like Dave Chappelle could help be a catalyst for that. I don't know who else could.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree to that. I think one thing about listening to God, sometimes naturally, you know, what you're hearing can get swayed and mixed up with what you're thinking, you know what I'm saying, what you're actually believing. So there's times where we need to hear from other people with the right mindset, other people in God's faith that have good things to be telling you, that you can actually hear it enough times and it starts to actually sit on your actually how you perceive what God is telling you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like he just needs to be listening to some people and listen, like you can hear it from everybody. Like just slow down, bro. Like chill out, like calm down. Like you're really wilding, bro. You know?
Jeremiah, talk to him.
Drop the album. We need that in our lives. So no, I'm not just joking, man. I'll say this. I'm not really joking, but I would say I would think that he needs I think he would need to be around more men that care for him and not care for the persona of Kanye West. Kind of like what Nate was saying. And it's like you care for people regardless of who they are, regardless of what the world says about them, and really get around solid believers that care for him. That's not his yes men. That's not his like people that just around him to be around him. Like get around men who are believers in Christ and believers and let them like minister to you, and you tell them your problems and really talk those things out and really have those conversations that you're scared to have. You know what I mean? Like those real conversations that you're like, hey, you know, I don't, maybe something is going on in my marriage. So you have those conversations. Maybe it's something going on in your career. You have those conversations. And you really have those talk about it. Because I think what's happening is kind of, I think somebody, I don't know if it was Eli said it or Nate said it, but it's just, you can't say all this stuff and then all of a sudden comes back with, oh yeah, by the way, my album's coming out Friday. Because people could feel sorry for you and people could be like, hey man, I'm really praying for this dude. But then other people are like, why y'all praying for him? This is just an album rollout. And it's like, you're making their case when you say, oh, my album is about to drop on Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm saying, so if what you're saying, if you believe what you're saying, if you want people to believe what you're saying and what you're writing, then if it goes back to music for some people, then it just looks like you're not, whatever, you're just doing this to sell a project. But if you're really going through some stuff, you may need to not put that one, don't put your business really out on Front Street like that, because now it looks to a point where people are going to ask those tough questions, especially if you get interviewed, like what's going on with you and Kim? Like, you know, do you think you're bringing a whole nother celebrity into y'all marriage with a speculation that's a huge shocker for some people, or a huge shocker for even for your family members, you know what I mean? And a divorce, honestly, I know he wrote that I've been trying to get divorced for years. A divorce is it really hurts for your kids. Like your kids feel the effects of that. Mm-hmm. So long story short, I would just say get around people that have your best interests at heart. Make sure you find believers that really love you, not your persona of Kanye or the star Kanye, but love you as a person. And then I think the third thing too is just don't put your business out on Front Street like that, man. Like, I know sometimes for some people it's just like, yo, I need to just spill my beans. I need to just tell the world. I need to get this off my chest. Maybe you need to call somebody and talk to somebody about that. You know what I mean? So that's
Ryan,
what
you got for him?
I agree with what Jeremiah said. Like, you know, if you're going through something serious, then you need the body of believers to be praying for you and not necessarily using it as a hype, you know, tactic to get album sales. I mean, he's Kanye West. Does he really need to promote an album? You know what I mean? Like, if you think about publicity and all that good stuff and the way it works, it's when you are trying to get the masses to do something. Well, the masses are already going to do this because you're Kanye West. You're known for your artistry, and people are following you because of that reason alone. So, yeah, my thing is, you know, don't play around with the things of God. You know, if you need something from God and you're believing for, you know, him to help you with it, and you want the body of believers to pray for you and be there for you, then yeah, don't play around with it and make it something about, you know, an album sale or something like that, because that's dangerous, and we all know not to play with God. So
Kanye, honestly, I wish I could give you advice, but I don't know you, and anything I would be saying is completely guessing. There has to be somebody that you actually know, that you can see the heart of God in, that you can confide in and really get some help. The only thing I can see just from observing that I may be picking up on is pray for your wife. I think Kanye may be a little frustrated that his wife may not be coming with him on this new endeavor as strongly as he may want her to, and that may be causing some pain in his heart. Just from observation, I may be totally wrong, but no matter what, if this thing you're talking about is any sense of real or it's just a perception you have, you got to pray for her, pray for your marriage. This is something I've had to learn over the last couple of years. No matter how much you do in the world, if your marriage and your family is not good, then none of it matters, right? So turn everything off, unplug. When Paul converted, he spent 3 years just with God. And I hope you can get some time away from running for president, away from albums and expectations and Sunday services, and just you and him just spend some time and make sure everything in here is right. If there is anything physically wrong, mental issue physically, not just like a spiritual thing, but like an actual problem, you have to find out what you need to fix that, because you don't want the big swings to undo the work you've been doing recently. So I'm not your friend. I would be if you reached out, but you have to have a friend that you know in your life that you can confide in and really, really dig in deep with, and can hold you accountable and call you up and say, hey, yo, that's not right. Stop doing that. Take your phone. Any of those things. That's what Ryan, Jeremiah, and I have done for each other over the years. So stuff gets serious, we huddle around each other and we help each other. You got to have that in your life. So hopefully some of that helps. Regardless of what this is, promo, real, exaggeration, whatever it is, prayer needs to happen because something needs to be fixed. Kanye's literally on my prayer wall now. I've been praying for him since 2016, before all this Jesus is King stuff started. So I feel like God has been answering that prayer. The prayer continues. So anyway, let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Lower. Dilly. 931-615. Alright. Dilly, I came from the sticks, yeah. All I've been making is hits, yeah. I put the tape on the disc, yeah. I ride this beat into orbit, yeah. I feel like all of these rappers my kids, and I can't let my children be orphans, yeah. Listen, that was a bar I just spit. If you feeling offended, ignore it, yeah. Lower. Look, I wear the socks with the chacos. Back cause I dress like apostles, yeah. They probably hated Picasso, yeah. Locks hanging like Samson. I got bobs like Hanson. Middleton and I'm militant. Man, I told my dog this ain't Kansas. I'm not your average little rapper that's capping on tracks. All of your tracks sound like Cat in the Hat. I probably rap about anime, maybe in Hathaway. Your granny say that it's slap. I got the tribe and my boys on my back. I got the cross of the Lord on my back. You said he's slacking, I'm foreign to that. Wrote this at 4 in the morning, in fact. Look, I don't got time to retweet, My city love me like Chief Keef, wait. My city love me like Kiki, Dodging coyotes like meep, None of these rappers could see me, 2024, I'm running, yeah. Might be my baby, my VP, Rest in peace to Fife, dog. Indie tribe going tribal. I'ma shine my light, dog. Even if they cut my lights off. Blow sick, need Lysol. Going viral off my bars. Gotta watch out for the Hulk Hogans. 24-inch pythons. Dilly, I came from the sticks, yeah. All I've been making is hits, yeah. I put the tape on the disc, yeah. I ride this beat into orbit, yeah. I feel like all of these rappers my kids, and I can't let my children be orphans, yeah. Listen, that was a bar I just spit. If you feeling offended, ignore it. Lower.
Hey guys, this is Miracle from TRACKSTARZ. I wanted to make sure you all know all about the official TRACKSTARZ universe. If you'd like a free TRACKSTARZ t-shirt, free merch, discounts, exclusive content, and direct access to your favorite radio hosts, then this is for you. Make sure to check out trackstars.com/official. Again, that's trackstars.com/official.
You're in the field with the track stars, running with the track stars. Tracking with the track stars. In the track stars universe. Ooh, stay on track with us.
Y'all know what time it is. Ryan Righteous, DJ Jeremiah, Sean Tanner. Time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's the field boys. You in the field, boy? It's the field boys. You in the field, boy? You tuned in and locked. Track stars. We beating on your block. Track stars, yeah. I'm repping the most high king like mama, I made it. Track star bringing the real, you love it to hate it. Line for line with the kingdom, the second to fade it.
What's happening? This your man Brinson, God Chasers Entertainment. Buckle your seatbelts for line. Vote Christian though. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the field with the Track Stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah was good.
All right, for all things TrackSTARZ, make sure you go to TrackStarzWithAZ.com. Make sure you go to Render, RENDR.TV if you want to see our streaming platform. Nectar Distro if you want to go to our distribution platform. And make sure that you like, subscribe to the YouTube page. And also, please download the app. Also know that we're a 2-hour podcast. You can go to Apple iTunes podcast and you can find us and you can subscribe there. Leave us a review. That helps. All right.
All right, man. This is Line for Line Tom. Hey, man, this artist that we've been doing Line for Line for almost what? How many years now? Almost
about
10 years, 15 years?
Yeah.
15. We've never done a Missy Elliott Line for Line until today. And I would say it was kind of hard to find an artist to fit and match her style and stuff, you know? So I decided I said, okay, so let's do this. We're going to do her first album. So if you know, monthly, we do a throwback Line for Line. So this is a throwback Line for Line with Missy Elliott versus a young lady named Jazz that came out around the same time, late 90s, early 2000s as her. So this is a kind of a throwback, but we'll see what happens here. You know what I'm saying? So the views and opinions of the Track Stars and the Track Stars universe are not the views and opinions of the artists, the label producer, or others. If you feel offended by this, please press stop now. If you've never heard of our mainstream artists thinking about checking them out, please press stop right now. We try not to do the same artists over and over. If you're a person who only listens to Christian artists and ain't your cup of tea, then we have a noteworthy topic interviews, and you can check those out. We're not copying any battle format. We've been doing this since the 2000. Jazz is not the Christian version of anybody. It's just a bit. All right. So with that being said, we're going to get this thing started. Nate, before we get started, we have what we call a toss-up, which is like maybe you like, I can't decide. I didn't like both of these songs, so I'm going to toss it up. Or maybe you like, oh, these two songs, they fit too good. They match up really good. I don't know which one to go with. So I'm going to toss. But you only have one toss out of 6 rounds. So use it wisely. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with Missy Elliott. Also, real quick, this is Missy Elliott's Super Duper Fly album versus Jazz Distant Thunder album. So here we go. Missy Elliott, Get Away. Here we go.
You ain't ready, act like you know me, fly as frisbees, I'm sizzling, I'm chilling, man, you twisting, you sissy, you diss me, you wish we was tight, auntie, papa, smoke, la la, holla, falla, don't bother to swallow, this bottle of Remy, got plenty of weed, so give me, please, see, no one fly like these, from overseas, we speak Chinese, please, little one, please, you know my rhymes get tight.
All right, that was Missy Elliott's Getaway. This is Jazz 2020.
Everybody rocking and bounce around. It's the futuristic soldier, can you hear the sound? Acrobatic, cinematic, getting demon and panic. You got a clear picture now, cause we're breaking the static. With God's on the scene, yeah, he dominated. He gave me power for the alpha and it's delegated. Ain't no fake cause he's taking and shaking the levitating. Ain't no seats, we increase, so it's populated. Lifting up my hands, it's compulsory. Prophetic, can you get it? Giving God the glory. Being the demons, what you see, and now you're starting to worry.
All right, that was Jazz 2020 versus Missy Elliott's Getaway. Who y'all going with?
Ryan, what you got?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you if this was a throwback line for line until I heard 2020.
Put some respect on Unity Clan, man. Put some respect on the name.
I'm gonna toss right here just because I'm in a weird place right now trying to decide where the rest of this is gonna go.
Nate, what you guys got?
Man, I mean, I ain't no shade to nobody, but man, you got Timbo, and you got like one of the most eclectic, creative people on the planet. So I gotta go with Missy.
Yeah, I got Missy as well. What you got, Jeremiah?
Is Eli still there? Does he want to vote too or no?
He on these bars over here. We got
okay, cool.
No, that's fine. Ready for y'all.
All right, I will go with Missy right here. So that's a 4-0 for Missy.
Missy online too.
Yeah, Missy online. So 5-0. 1-0. All right, we're gonna do it round 2. We're gonna start off with Jazz. It's called The Storm. Here we go. All right, that was The Storm by Jazz. This is Missy Elliott, Beat Me 911.
Why you cheating on me? Can you tell me what I've done? I thought you was the one, but you're just a hit and run. Gave up clubs and parties, I put them aside. I stopped going to all. Left me in the dark with no kind of sign.
All right, that was Missy, Beat Me 911, Jazz, The Storm. Y'all go ahead.
Ryan,
man, I gotta take some points away from Timbo, man. It sounded like that was a little bit of a recycled beat from Aaliyah. That was yeah, that wasn't all original. Yeah, I thought you had more in the gas.
He produced
I know, but you had more in the tank. That's kind of like beats by the pound. All right, so you know the thing is that the jazz artist is just giving me this throwback on these tracks, and I'm having a hard time going back there with my mind. So I'm gonna go Missy on this one.
But no, Missy, this is Missy's first album in '97.
I know, but it doesn't sound as throwback as what I'm hearing is being done in 2020. That's what I'm just like. I need to know a little bit more about what's happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nate, what
I
you
need
got?
to hear more.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, so let me honorable mention first. I think I was impressed at the fact that the jazz lady, I saw some diversity. Like she came with a whole different style. So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? And then when the Missy record came on, I was like, man, like it's timeless music does something to me every time. Like when you can listen to something from '97 and it sounds still like really good and could, you know, it could be a 2020 record right now. It's hard for me to go against that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. I agree. Missy's, even though it's old, Missy's stuff sounds newer than Jazz's stuff, but I like that jazz song. I'm gonna give it to Jazz.
Oh, okay, Sean.
Got her on that one.
Scratch that off.
You put me down for Missy before I said something?
Yeah, the way you was going. I would say I gotta go with Missy. That song is pretty good.
All right.
So 3-1, Missy online, 4-1. All right, 2-0. Right now, we got 2-0 going into the third. This is the third round right here. We'll start off with Jazz this time. This is called No Doubt. Here we go.
I ain't
never gonna doubt it. I said I never will. Can't nobody try to move me cause I'm standing still. I don't wanna wither like a fig tree. A doubting Thomas and a Pharisee just ain't me. Just gotta do it, ain't nothing to it. See a mountain and believe inside my heart that I can move it. Circumstances always trying to make me doubt, but second chances with my God is what it's all about. See Goliath, they're trying to make me fall, they try. But with my stone of faith, I'm busting right between the eye. When it comes to faith, I ain't trying to be shy. Doors closed, then my faith will start to cry. I'm holding on.
All right, that was Jazz, no doubt. This is Missy Elliott. They don't wanna with me. Here we go.
I come back in my flow, and people just don't know. They hate the way that I eat, and they hate the way that I eat hard, cause I got too much dough. You know I'm still E-Lo, so what you come here for? See, you don't wanna fuck with me, get it off your chest. You know who's the best, see there's no other yet. Can get down like Missy, so hit you off like this, and you be the witness that I'm sure if it's Hey yo, Timberland, yeah. I'ma just.
All right, that was Missy. They don't want to mess with me. Jazz, no doubt. Who y'all going with?
Ryan.
Yeah, I got a question. Was Missy's music so transformative that it could kind of survive in any era? Because I feel like she could still go today. That might just be me. So I'm gonna go Missy on that. Because I feel like her.
Yeah, Timberland.
Timbo's a cheat code.
Both of them just together. I feel like they could just go back and forth on any era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the difference between copying and being original, which is what the single that we just released yesterday is all about. Like they what they did was so original then that it doesn't really have an expiration date because it wasn't following anybody's trend.
Yeah,
you know
it wasn't in a time period.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get out on the Jazz just because again, it's like another style. Like she's I pretty versatile. You know.
Y'all want to know who her producer is?
Who's that?
Jazz. Y'all want me to wait? Y'all want me to tell y'all who her producer is now, or y'all want me to wait?
I think people are already saying it in the comments.
Well, I told them in the comments already. I didn't know if y'all saw it.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I got Missy on that one. I'm a rock with Missy. It didn't sound done for some reason, but I still like the vibe of that one a little bit better. What you got, Jeremiah?
I will go with Jazz on that one. But they said Missy online. It was tied actually 2-2. They broke it with Missy. So now it's a 3-0 going into round 4. So, okay, so round 4, here we go. We're going to start off with Missy. This is Hit 'Em With the He.
Iced tea, slurp me swiftly. Meet me at the bar. What's up, star? We know who you is. Shoot no kid, I thought you hadn't know these. The way I roll this Dutch, the way I roll this Dutch. People love my style too much. Duck. Here comes the shot, bang, bang, drop. Me and Timberland like hot, taking over blocks like a 1 million march. I hit 'em with the I hit 'em with the I hit 'em with the stop 'em with.
All right, that was Missy Elliott, Hit 'Em With the He. This is Jazz, Giddy Up. Here we go.
We be coming round to your showdown. We bring in the holy into your ghost town. We've been changing things since the last frontier. When we start to party, people hang from chandeliers. Get all your friends and shout Yahoo. We rolling in the wagon, me and my whole crew. Ain't no time for lagging, just like I told you. To get a little giddy's what we came to do. Sing.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now. Gotta get your praise on, get it on now. Turn it up in your Jeeps and your trucks now. Giddy up and giddy up and giddy up.
All right, that was Jazz, Giddy Up versus Missy Elliott's Hit 'Em With the He. Who y'all going with?
Ryan.
So, I wonder if we talk to Jazz, will we hear that Missy was a influencer of hers back in the day? Because I'm starting to get that feel, right? Because didn't Missy and Timberland or somebody have a song called Giddy Up? Giddy
I
up.
don't know.
Come on, Pony.
We gonna show
Pony.
you how. Yeah, so ain't something like that.
No, you're right. That was Missy,
No, that was
Timberland, and Magoo.
Oh,
what was the name of that
so
song?
dope. That song was so dope.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but that junk was
So it sounded
fire.
like that to you?
That's what it sounded like to me. And then the name of the song and the hook was Giddy Up.
It wasn't Giddy Up. It was Give It Up.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
He's
Same
like, giddy
thing.
up.
I heard Giddy Up when I heard her song. That's what I was just thinking. But yeah, I'm gonna go Missy on that. I just feel like Missy could still go today, man. Like I feel like music is at a place right now where
he released a project recently.
Well, there you go. 1997 to now, it's not much changed.
All right, what you got, Nate?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Missy on that one too, man. For the exact same reasons. Like it's I haven't listened to Missy since the 90s, but like it's impressive listening back because stuff doesn't date well. Like most music doesn't date well. So listening back and it's like, man, they were really on it. Yeah, that's impressive.
Okay, I'm considering everything up until the hook. If I consider everything up until the hook, I was feeling the jazz song. I thought it sounded like a Missy song until the hook came.
I was too.
Missy's she's the queen of hooks, man. Her hooks are dope. That needed a Missy hook. But I'm gonna give it to Jazz.
When I saw Jeremiah fall out laughing, that weighed my
he knew how we was gonna react to that. That hook needed it needed some more time.
So who you got?
I got Jazz on that.
Jazz, okay. I was gonna go with Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah, and she won that round.
Jazz won online?
Yeah, they picked her online.
Oh,
that song, it was going somewhere for sure.
Yeah. I didn't like the hook. When I heard him sing the hook, I was like, oh. But she won that round. So it's a 3-1 going into round 5.
All right.
We can start off with Missy this time. This is Sock It To Me. Let's go.
I was looking for affection, so I decided to go. Swing it in my direction. I'll be out of control. Let's take it to perfection. Just you and me.
I don't know, boy. I can't imagine what she come with it.
Yeah.
Suck it to me like you want me to. I can take it like.
She could put that on now. That joint goes.
Nate just gave it away. Nate gave it away right there.
That was Missy Elliott, Sock It To Me. This is Jazz, Distant Thunder. Here we go.
Every knee is gon' bow. He's breaking through in the cloud. His angels roaring it loud. Feel the pain in your chest. What you gonna do next? Your heart is beating in stress. Yeah. The lights out and you caught. Now you see the big shot. It's time to cast in your line. Everything that you got, no running, he's coming. Every angel got summoned. Tribulation, frustration, no crying out salvation.
The rapture just took place. Now death is in your face. You gotta run it out with such haste. His word should embrace, but now it's just too late. Live or die, now is your fate.
All right, that was Distant Thunder by Jazz versus Missy Elliott, Sock It To Me. What y'all going with?
Ryan.
I don't want this to be a historical line for line where I don't vote for the Christian artist. I'm gonna go with Jazz on that. Yeah.
You gonna lie?
Because this would have been the first one.
So instead of voting Christian, you're gonna lie.
No. I'm voting Christian.
Okay, got it.
No. I actually, she got me at the end. She won me over.
Okay,
at the end,
I got you. Yeah. Nate.
Yeah.
The Jazz song wasn't weak at all, but I mean, you're going up against a classic, bro. That's hard. I gotta go with Missy.
Yeah.
That was my struggle too.
So I was rooting for her, man. I was like, man, if this drop different, if this can drop different when the verse come in, I was like, maybe, but nah. Missy got that song was perfect. It was a perfect song. What you got, Jeremiah?
I'm going with Missy too. I think that's 4-1 Missy. Missy got it online, so yep, she's up 4-1 now, winning the total. All right, round 6. Yeah, man. Let's get it. Round 6. We're gonna start off with. I'll start off with Missy's. The Rain, Super Duper Fly. Let's go.
The rain hits my window. I take in me and Timberland. Ooh, we sang a jangle. We so tight that you get our styles tangled. Sway your do-si-do like you loco. Can we get kinky tonight like Coco? So. You wanna play with my yo-yo? I smoke my on the D-Lo.
There's not a lot of people now that could beat that song.
Yeah, I'm glad Nate made this line for line because his face's expressions just tell it all for me.
I don't know many people that could beat that now with a song now that came out today.
Yeah, not even fair.
That's Missy Elliott, The Rain, Super Duper Fly. This is Jazz, Dead Man Walking. Here we go.
Analysis will soon define who rocks. If you can do this like I can, then try it. If you need life, then he's the man. Rely it. He's the one who sketched your prince, animator. Just look around for evidence, the creator. Spoken through the dark and light, appeared. He hung the stars and then at night, they glittered. So who's the toughest and the roughest? He is. The mastermind of it all, he's the whiz. He made your heart pump blood to arteries. From the head to your toes.
All right, that was Dead Man Walking. I didn't set that up like that, bro. Sorry.
Dead Man Walking.
Missy Elliott, The Rain, Super Duper Fly.
Ryan.
That's the last one.
There was a beat similarity in there, right? Like, never mind, whatever, Missy.
Nate.
I feel like this was a producer versus producer type line for line.
Nate, what you got?
Man, yeah, that ain't fair, man.
Uh-oh.
That's Missy.
That's Missy. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say
I can't. I gotta give it. I gotta give her props though. Jazz, like it's all of those songs. You could hear the creativity and you can hear where it's going. So like you gotta give respect for that. But yeah, you ain't beating that song though.
I'm gonna have to go Missy for president. We didn't mention the ladies earlier in that topic. Missy, she is a beast. She does not get enough love. I mean, man, that song was good. And we didn't even play the video. We're not talking about her talent as
the video was amazing, bro.
Videos. Her videos were iconic. I haven't seen many videos better than her videos still to this day.
Yeah.
She's special, man. And we need to reach out to her because she started working with gospel artists, didn't she, Jeremiah?
Yeah, she worked with Kiki and stuff. Fun fact, she does follow me on Twitter. So
reach out, man. Tell her we want to get her.
That's what's up. Here. How you get all these people follow you on Twitter?
Follow
you popping? Are you popping on Twitter, baby?
They must like Conspiracy J then, because that's
people are here all the time. I'm like, why is this
people don't care nothing about us. People don't care nothing about us, but they follow Jeremiah. That's what's up.
Nah, man, I should have loved. But at the end of the day, her jazz producer was Tone.
What's his new name?
B Slade. But his production, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. His production back then, like with some other artists, was on Timberland-ish type production.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he was thinking outside of the box of production and stuff like that. Yeah, it just was. I think at that time was like late 90s stuff.
Yeah.
But the stuff he did with Jabron, the stuff he did with himself. Some other people as well. Victory, he had some records with Victory that was crazy. He had some good records going towards like the mid 2000s, going towards the end of the 2000s.
But you're saying that this production is today. This is 2020 and is
no.
This album is old.
See, that's what I was asking y'all, man.
The song was called 2020.
Wait, the song or the artist is called Jazz 2020?
No, her name is Jazz.
Jazz.
The song was 2020.
I get it now.
Would that have changed your vote?
Yeah, it probably would have. Why? I thought this was today. I thought this was coming out today, and I was like,
you were taking points off because you thought it was new.
I did, but then some of the hooks too. I mean, hey, be honest.
Yeah.
We all.
That was a sweep round. So the final score was 5-1 Missy to Jazz.
Wow. Okay. Missy's dope. She's dope.
Yeah,
I mean, she all-time great, and she don't get talked about enough when we talk about hip-hop. Greats in hip-hop. She's a beast.
And she's a producer. She produced her own stuff. I mean, not only own stuff, but she produced stuff for other artists, write for other artists. Her pen game is crazy. Yep. So, yeah, man.
She needs more respect for what she did for hip-hop. She changed the video game. She changed the music game. That whole crew. Yeah. Aaliyah, Genuine, Timbaland, Magoo, all of them, they changed everything, man.
And you got to throw Pharrell in there too, like that whole
that whole area. They changed everything, man. The quality they brought to hip hop was just incredible. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Yo, man,
I agree.
Thank you for hanging out with us today,
man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
Eli we said thank you.
Come say bye, man.
And bust that single out for us one more time.
Eli, come tell the people what it is.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh, he sound like some bars. Go for it, Jeremiah. Drop the beat.
Bars. Nah, just in my lane. The Beatbreaker and Eli Lefty featuring you, LA, because you just go by LA. Yeah. So that's right. Let's get it.
Yeah, and it's everywhere. You can find it streaming everywhere. And tell people where to find you.
I'm on Instagram at ELI_Lefty. Left-handed. You know what I'm saying? Left-handed people are smarter than the rest.
Yeah, so, my daughter.
I mean, I'm left-handed too.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I struggle with my left hand.
Out here with the left-handed folks. I'm ready to take over the world. Let's do this, because that's what left-handed people do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, go check out the song. You know, we doing numbers. Let's do it, man.
Awesome, man. Dope. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Please follow us. We got so many cool things going on. Join the TRACKSTARZ universe. Join the official universe. Jump into the Make Me a Hit challenge. Join the TRACKSTARZ investment group. Join Nectar. If you got movies that you're working on, short films, send it to Render. We got so many things happening, man. There's a place for you to plug in. If you want to join the TRACKSTARZ team, hit us up. You feel like you can add value to what we do here, hit us up. We need your help. All of that. So you in the field with the TRACKSTARZ. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
I ain't just out here on my job, but you want all this work today. You can tell that when you see her, she feel some type of way. So you see I put the toys away, and now you wanna play. Till I huffin' and I puffin', I blow all your smoke away. I just leveled up and ain't no smoking on this floor. You're too afraid to grow, that's why we bolted on this floor. Years ago you could've got the smoke free, but now I'm on my new and I am smoke free. I'm off that new wine, so pour another cup. Got me tipsy, if you with me, you already know what's up. Know you hate to see me do right, I had to level up. This new level got new devils, you should never be the one. It's got over money thing, got them drunk, and I can see it in their face. They want me gone, they feel I'm blocking off their lane, drive around the corner. I'm just trying to run my race, even if it's slow. I'm just out here on my job, but you want all this work today. You can tell it when you see her, she feels some type of way. So you see I put the toys away, and now you wanna play. Till I huffin' and I puffin', I blow all your smoke away. I just leveled up and ain't no smoking on this floor. You're too afraid to grow, that's why we bolted on this floor. Years ago you could've got the smoke free, but now I'm on my new and I am smoke free. I know they hate the way that we rap, pave another way with each step. Patiently they wait for me to fail, God stay with me, I can't receive an L. Basically I'm made to be the head, but they say that we were made to be the tail. To thank the king for saving me from hell, I'ma bang with everything in me that's left. Running in my lane for the whole time, gunning for the gang till it's on time. Never had to wait for the cosign, never had to praise in a bow tie. I ain't ready for whenever, when is it go time? I put the pedal to the metal and hit the goal line. I put the metal to the devil and let it go pow. No lie, it's got over money thing, it got them drunk, and I can see it in their face. They want me gone, they feel I'm blocking off their lane, drive around the corner. I'm just trying to run my race, even if it's slow. I'm just out here on my job, but you want all this work today. You can tell that when you see her, she feels some type of way. So you see I put the toys away, and now you wanna play. Till I huffin' and I puffin', I blow all your smoke away. I just leveled up and ain't no smoking on this floor. You're too afraid to grow, that's why we bolted on this floor. Years ago you could've got the smoke free, but now I'm on my new and I am smoke free.
Never believed in the karma. Pistols or they Dalai Lama. Tee off on you on a Palmer. Talk about
dog, I beg your pardon. They call it gangster, but that is just trauma. Mama know Obama, they couldn't solve it. I got my eye on it. All of that war on your block didn't stop the city gentrifying it. Young man, I'm just being honest. Rapping with a conscience, my challenge. You know why I'm here, you know why I'm here. Blindly and blindness, only what you find here. Hard to be kind here when they don't want your kind here. Kevin Elijah, faith of a time to never be molded over as long as I'm holding John here. They roping dope, the okey doke is hocus pocus, won't give hope. I like the jokes, I like the posts, I ollie shuffle, roping dope, your boy can float, my God. Jehovah's goat, the holy smoking in the boat with all my bros, that's all we know. Christ is king and you are not, and when it falls, so you can call.
I ain't just out here on my job, but you want all this work today. You can tell that when you see her, she feels some type of way. So you see, I put the toys away, and now you wanna play. Till I huff and then I puff and I blow all your smoke away. I just leveled up and ain't no smoking on this flow. You're too afraid to grow, that's why we both ain't on this flow. Years ago you could've got the smoke free, but now I'm on my new and I am smoke free.
Now I'm in the field with TRACKSTARZ right now. I had a blessed time. Hopefully you guys are listening. If you're not, then you're losing. Until next time. Until next time.